Всем привет, меня зовут Софья, и я с большой радостью вас приветствую на своем канале Аукара. Добро пожаловать! Здесь мы будем с вами говорить о вышивке и любом другом рукоделии. Hello my friends, my name is Sofia and I decided to make you a small video telling you how I'm making beadings. So my beads lie nice and tidy, and you can see here that I'm using huge beads, yeah, and they are really straight and they don't mess up. And you can see that here I was not using that technique that I'm going to tell you about, and they started jumping even though this area is really small. And of course if I will go on, it will get worse and worse. And just a second, I'll show you an example. It's not so far. Yes, I hope it focuses, and yes, it does. And here you can see that it's such a mess. Yeah, it's not nice here. It's jumpy. And I'm gonna tell you what to do to prevent this. There are two techniques that I'm using really often. The first one is that you take a bead, stitch it half cross stitch, make a half cross stitch, and then you make one more cross stitch, just putting your threads in different on the left and the back and the right side of the bead, and you close it. Here we are. Now it is fixed, and it won't mess up. And what is more, you can make that in two directions in case you need it to be really secure. For example, if you are using beading on a pillow, right? So now let me do that again. At first, let me show you it closer. At first you stitch half cross stitch, normal one, and then you do it one more time, moving your thread at two sides of the bead. It's not so convenient as it's supposed to be, but believe me, it's not so big problem. Alright, so you see that one thread goes on the left and another goes on the right. Here we are. Now it's fixed, and for mill heel toy it's enough. I did all the beadings here this way. But if you are making a pillow, for example, and it's extremely important for this bead to be steady, you just can make that in two directions. Now it will stand forever in this position. What is more, if you are making beading a pillow, for example, or a dress, now it's really standing, this one especially. If you are making beading embroidery for a dress, for example, or a pillow, you should use, I think, 3 threads. In case 1 or 2 will be damaged, 1 will save you work, and maybe you will notice it and you will have opportunity to fix it unless it falls apart. So let me do it one more time. I think the last one, and then we will start making another way. It is really good for lavender and lace. So here we are, and that's it. If you do this way, your beads will be always standing like that. Okay, and I will attach you a picture that shows you that a lot of people have problems making beads attachment for lavender and lace ball. It looks messy. and everything is in a big mess there. So what do? You just apply every bead with a cross stitch, not a half cross but a cross stitch, and all your beads must look in different directions. All right, and I will make you two beads, the last two beads, really close. Here we are, and then we make cross stitch, a normal cross stitch, so the bead is standing in vertical position, and the next one will be like it's on this side. Right. Here we are. So as you can see, it's really nice, tidy, and stands not like this, but like this. All right, I hope it's easy to see and understandable. That is the difference. And one more example for you is here. For example, this vertical row is not as straight as it should be, or this one, yeah, you see it's jumping, but here, so that's it. Have a good day.